How we doing today, guys? This is 2262 Real Talk. Keep it real. I want y'all to comment, like, subscribe, follow. Do it. Do it right now. Anyways, so right now we're talking about remembrance of 2000s and 2010 players, because that was the first era that they could really hoop. 80s and 90s and anything before, definitely they couldn't hoop. But so right now we're talking about, in a sense, the era of ball hogging, of like especially the point guards, which is traditionally not a real big thing, a real good thing. But then also we're also going to talk about the King of New York, the first great Nick since Patrick Ewing. We're talking about Carmelo Anthony after that too.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, so the problem I got with the 2000s was it started in the late 90s, like about 98, 99, is the ball hog point guard that has to have the ball. Mm-hmm. And how that, to me, every team doesn't do it. I find the teams that don't do it, like the Spurs, they dominated the 2000s all the way up to darn near 2020. The teams that do the flow, are the teams that win. Mm-hmm. The teams that spread out and everybody just sits around and stay in. Basketball is a flow. Yeah. It's an art. Mm-hmm. It's not where you sit around in a box one and you just pass the ball and one guy just does everything. Then if he can't do it like Steve Francis used to do, he will hold the ball for 20 seconds. Mm-hmm. He will either get double teamed or the guy will trap him down. And then he will pass to a guy with 4 seconds left and say, here, you shoot the ball. You can't win that way. Even ball hog Kobe Bryant, they had the triangle offense. Yep. So it was still a flow. Okay. The Golden State Warriors, it's the Spurs flow. Yeah. You can't win when you're sitting around and having one guy do anything. Let's talk about some of these guys that, in my opinion, hurt the flow of the game because this is when this all craziness started. Yeah. Give me a list of some of these guys.
Give me a list of some of these ball hogs. Okay. Ball hog. Allen Iverson.
Ball hog.
We got. I wouldn't say Tony Parker's a ball hog.
He's a system. He's a corporation guy. He's a system guy.
Gilbert Arenas.
Ball hog.
Stephon Marbury.
The greatest ball hog of all time. I couldn't stand that dude.
Baron Davis.
Another ball hog. I like his game, but he had to have the ball, and they don't want to share the ball. These guys don't like sharing the ball. They want the ball. I guess they want to take that ball and go to sleep with it also. They don't like sharing. It's the craziest thing, and it's messed up the flow of the game.
Steve Francis.
The ultimate, another one, was Steph Marbury. These are ball hogs.
Jamal Crawford.
A ball hog.
David Soderbergh.
And he was short, too, and he thought he could do everything with the ball. He just loves the ball. These guys love the ball. They don't want to give the ball away and let anybody else shoot.
You probably don't remember him, but he was a ball hog, too. It was Jamal Tisdale. Tisley.
I remember these ball hogs, it was, that early 2000, that was a hard watch as far as watching basketball, because these guys, all they but they had to hold the ball. What's your opinion?
My opinion is, yes, the 2000s had an epidemic of ball hogging, ball-centric point guards, which does it does come into influencing what the league is today. I would definitely say, because it does show that people like Harden, Curry,
Luka,
they turn to be more ball-centric in their traditional positions, point guard, which is less ball-centric on the scoring aspect.
The point guard job, traditionally speaking, is to distribute the ball to everybody else. And then, because you hold the ball, you will get your points. But really, point guards, if they didn't get 7, 8, their goal was, I want 10 assists. Yeah. I want 10 assists. That's the first mindset of a point guard. Not I want 20 points, 30 points, and 3 assists. How you going to be a point guard and you only get 3 assists?
So what's your beef Well, Carmelo, his position is small forward. He's traditionally supposed to hold the ball and score it.
I never liked his game. I liked him at Syracuse. Don't get me wrong. When he balled out in Syracuse, but I just didn't like that ball centrist. He wanted to be like Kobe, but he was never a Kobe. He didn't play no defense. No defense. Now, is he going to be remembered? What do you think?
Man, Carmelo, the fat boy fats, and then man, Carmelo had the shot. Carmelo was quick. Carmelo was a great inside scorer.
Played no defense.
Solid rebounder. And when it did come to like Olympics, he was actually he'll pass and he'll play defense.
Well, didn't he get a goal with that?
He got 2 goals.
Right, so nothing in the NBA though.
He didn't have good enough teams to compare to other teams.
Again, you are either the truck or the hall. You either that engine. These guys don't make nobody better around them. When you ball centrists like that, you don't make nobody better. The true winners, the true leaders of each generation, starting with Bill Russell, who always got the rebound and initiated the fast break. And that was the problem with Wilt Chamberlain. He never won because he was a ball centrist guy too.
You got ball centric guys who did win though.
Give me some.
Okay, some ball centric. Stephen Curry.
Okay.
LeBron James.
Okay.
Those 2 there.
LeBron is still known to be a point guard.
He's passes, but he's still going to have that ball in his
hands.
hands.
Kerr, as I said in that other video, he's a system guy. He's a corporation guy. So therefore, it's flow.
Okay, Kobe. He ball centric.
Again, the system still made these ball centric guys have flow. They still have to have some flow. You just can't come like what the Rockets used to do with James Harden. Everybody come, you have one guy here, one guy here, one guy here, one guy. You had the old box in one. And then you had Harden at the 1 spot. And these guys sat and waited for what James is going to do. And then every now and then he would do the lob to Capella. What's his name? Capella. And if he got double, he'd kick it out to somebody. But
then you got the ultimate ball hog himself, the ballhead Jeffrey. Ballhead Jeffrey would pass me the rock right with Kobe. Kobe would see 3 guys on him. I got 2 teammates wide open.
Again,
I must shoot it.
Michael Jordan still ran that triangle offense. So you still had to move around.
But 35 points, 40% of the time the ball was in his hands.
And when he was the ultimate ball hog in the 80s, he didn't win anything. They put that on lockdown. It's 2 Jordans. You got the 80 version.
And the 90s one was still the ball hog.
Yeah, but everybody else was getting theirs.
Everybody else in the league was just trash. So it was not that they were.
Right. I'm bringing it back to
Carmelo.
Carmelo,
this was the thing. Carmelo don't get no respect. He really influenced the league for these ball-centric people. Carmelo influencing people like Luka, Shea, mid-range assassins out here, man. Y'all not putting Carmelo enough respect. I'm sorry Carmelo was in the West, so he couldn't get into the finals like LeBron. I'm sorry. He had to go against Kobe. He went to a conference finals with the Nuggets with Kenyon Martin and Chauncey Billups. That was his squad. And in the net.
He was a bucket
getter.
In the net. He was a bucket getter, but like I say, he didn't play both sides.
Marcus Camby. These guys ain't scoring nothing for you.
Right. I mean,
and then you had a racist coach who didn't like you already. So
I don't know about George Karl. I don't know about that.
He said multiple times he tried to poke his bear, and all the teammates on that Nuggets team they didn't like George. George would be nice one day, then 3 days George is trying to pick at somebody's buttons because he ain't Gary Payton.
Well, he came in the early days when basketball was different, and then when the league changed and it got more gangster, he couldn't go with the new flow.
Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. I'm telling you I do that right now.